Buzz your girlfriend. Woof.
Wow.
Stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Hello, boobies.
Holy mother-forking shirt balls.
Okay, kill him.
Get the fuck out.
Welcome to the CommanderSmiths.
We are the CommanderSmiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
This is episode 404, and we have a tournament. What do we got going on today, Lowry? We got a pretty sweet tournament, I think, with this one.
Yeah, I think so too. It is going to be the best art for Soul Ring. And I think we're just going to go as many as we can at this point. Like, we're talking 32. I tried to shrink it down, and I think it's going to be pretty tough. Soul Ring does die to a braid. You're right. So should we choose a braid? That has just as many arts for it.
I'm more...
not prepped for that, though.
I like Red Squirrel's comment, but I'm also laughing at Tad's comment because there's a context to that. I like peas.
Well, maybe we talk about that after the tournament.
Are we doing? I think. Do we start with the tournament or do we talk about our Commander weekend? I think we kind of. Do you think we get right? What are you thinking?
I think we do the tournament.
You think tournament, and then we talk about stuff after.
Well, and then people that are here for the tournament, nobody wants to. That's for the people that want to deal with us. Not everybody here is.
You just want people
to listen to our stories.
Yeah, they want to. You leave the dessert or the appetizer we put at the end, or so now it's a dessert, I guess, instead.
It's a dessert.
So
I'd say so.
Getting right to the meal. So yeah, at the end, if you guys after the tournament, we draft everything here. Stick around, and we're gonna talk about we had guys weekend, so we do that probably once a year or twice a year. Actually, we did it twice this year. I went up to my cabin and a bunch of guys, and we just play Magic and board games, and there's a lot of drinking and THC stuff and fun stuff involved, and it turns into a really fun weekend.
It's a fun weekend.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, we'll get to that at the end. So we'll probably just kind of get right into this. There is one person I do have to give a shout out to, because we have a new patron, which actually is a person that has been playing at our house or playing at Commander with us and everything for a couple of years now. But it's Lucas. Gotta give you the shout out.
Welcome to a meat forest.
That sounds like a fairy tale of a meat forest.
And by the look of Lowry's face right now, he was writing down Lucas's name so he can remind himself to send him the Discord invite. Oh, that's fantastic. Thanks for becoming a patron, Lucas.
Yes. That will be over likely before next week's podcast.
There we go. Lucas actually jumped on because he is I get to show off some of the new proxies, but I forgot to get it ahead of time so you get my nipple again. He's wanting some of the proxies, so he jumped on board. And so that's how you guys can become a patron.
We're so damn cheap. We don't even give this to our friends. It's
exactly.
Only the Discord.
Exactly. But you can become the best way to support the CommanderSmiths besides the free way. I'll get to that in a second. The financial way is $1 gets you in the Discord. $5 or more gets you proxies. And this is a little sneak peek because I was supposed to post it last week, but because of guys weekend, I didn't post the proxies, but these proxies will be going out. But I did it. All is dust foil right there with the snap dusting from Marvel, from Thanos.
Nice.
And then I did Super State with the Sonic, with a little bit different art than the one that we got from the Secret Lair. But I've been using this a little bit, so that's why I need to get that. And I did one illegally because I don't own this yet, so I can't put it in a deck. But this, I know people are probably all for, but it's the Badger Mole Cub. And I think this is, from what I gathered, and I don't know Avatar, this is another art for it from Avatar, I think. I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that, but I got it from like Pinterest image. So I'm trying not to use AI images as much because there's a big poo-poo about it. So I'm trying to, if I can find, stuff in our social medias or TV or relatable stuff. So those are proxies. Each month I try to make a couple proxies there.
You could just snapshot the cartoon in very blurry moments, and then also just add those on the cards. That's exactly what Magic does,
doing?
right?
Yeah, that's what they're doing at this point. Just
if you are the quality of what WotC's doing, I think that's acceptable.
I guess since Final Fantasy, that's what they do for their special art is they just have somebody with a Polaroid camera taking a picture of the TV.
Take it out.
Yeah. And then, hey, we're going to make this a card. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, so Discord gets you in there just chatting. That's a big thing there. Just chatting with everybody, like-minded people, talking about Magic, talking about other things. I mentioned today that my dog ate 5 pounds of chocolate and I had to make her vomit. And here's the funny part. I know stories and stuff later, but I want to tell this one because so I gave her what is it? How am I brain farting? Peroxide. Thank you. You didn't say anything, so I'm not thinking. I'm thinking myself.
You're welcome.
I had to give her 2 or 3 syringes of peroxide because I gave her one and nothing happened. Gave her a second one, nothing happened. Gave her a third, and then I was like reading, and it was like, make them run around, get it fizzing and all that stuff. And so I did that, and we were outside for like 30, 40 minutes because I'm like, she's going to puke, and I don't want it all over my carpet. So she's outside. I brought her. I was like, all right, it's cold. It's starting to get chilly. I'll bring her in for a little bit, warm her up, and then bring her back out. Not 30 seconds in the house, she vomited all over the carpet. And it's just brown, and it's that. This is going to be gross, but it had the consistency of a jellyfish that you see on the beach when you like move it. It like blobs around. I like got a dustpan scooper, and I had it in the dustpan, and then it just went, like one piece of it was hanging off and it pulled it all back out and just all over the carpet. So it was fun. And then I put her outside and she puked on the front porch. And then because it was cold, it immediately started freezing to the front porch. So it was just a great time.
You've had a day.
So that's why Discord didn't get the notification of the podcast going up until really late because I was dealing with
chocolate puke.
Yeah, just hoping my dog wouldn't die. Okay, so
glad she isn't.
Yeah, that's the financial way you guys can support us. The other way you can do it is I do have my eBay account linked below, and it does have the store linked there. So if you click on that, it brings you right to our store, which has the CommanderSmiths mugs. They aren't orange; they are red like Lowry's right there, and these are Yetis. We also have metal tokens and stuff on there. So those are the financial ways. You can do donations. We're gonna hold off until the new year and we'll start the new stuff going again. Just everyth's busy right now and people need monies for Christmas and all that stuff. So yeah, we're going to hold off.
Like a New Year's show.
Yeah. So we'll probably that'll be a good one. Yeah. When we do the sloppy episode. But yeah, the free way to support us is if you're watching this video right now, please hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so. That helps us more than you know. I know you hear it in every fucking show or podcast or YouTube video, but it really does help. It helps the algorithms. It helps our show get bigger. It helps other people see it. So that really is, if you want to do something for free, that is the way to do it. And Tad is giving in Urza's for life, so I'll give that for Lowry.
What does the GPG stand for?
I have no idea. What does GPG stand for, Tad? Go. Oh, gross.
Oh, go Pack.
Yeah,
Fuck
gross.
I think he's already got us with that one.
It's funny how I walked into that. I was like, go. And immediately once I said go, I was like, vomit. But okay, the last thing, if you guys need to get a hold of us, you can either comment on our YouTube stuff. We do try to answer comments and questions there. You can email us at CommanderSmiths@gmail.com, or the easiest way is become a patron, and you can direct message on Discord. So with all that being said, we do have a long list to go here, so we are going through. Let me just jump us over to the Soul Ring stuff here, and Lowry, you can walk us into how our tournament stuff works here. Yeah, Red Squirrel. I know Red Squirrel's a Lions fan there, and the Cheeseheads are the worst.
The worst. All right. So how the tournaments work here is me and Adam go back and forth, and we choose whatever we feel like is probably our favorite. Sometimes we kind of balance in what we think everybody's going to agree with as well. So that does pull us because we want to win. And I've been on a bit of a roll right now.
Yeah, you're on a 2-game winning streak right now.
So I'm gonna have the first pick, and we're gonna go at least 32 is tops.
Yep. We'll see how we get down the list
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I'm gonna be writing this down. We're gonna have
I have
Soul Ring.
So I actually have I have different ways of writing these because I did it. I wrote them each one to remind myself. So when you pick one, I'll say which one how I'm writing it, I guess, and I have the bracket system in front of me. I just have to cross-reference between.
That's going.
And we'll try to get, as long as this works out. If we do the 32 here, I can give the matchups at the end of this as well, and then the voting will be. So
that is on YouTube.
Yep, it's gonna be on YouTube. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, you do want to vote for all this stuff. I highly recommend it because we're not going to just put all these out at once. Not all, like if we do the 32, we're not putting all 16 out at once. It will slow roll it, so probably 3 a day. And so some of these you only get a day or two to vote on, so make sure you guys jump on there.
Maybe.
Oh, I guess, 4, 8, 12, 16. So 4 a day. That's probably a better number to do there. So, but you're going to want to get on the Discord so you guys can know when the notifications, at least get in, subscribe to the channel. And if you put the little bell icon, if you really want to be able to stay on top of the voting, the bell icon, if you hit that when you're on our channel, that will notify you of anything we do. If we do videos, if we do these polls, it will tell you, hey, got to go out there and vote. So, with that being said, Lowry, you have won the last 2 tournaments. The winner of the last tournament always gets to pick first. So, Lowry, what are you going to go with? What's going to be your top dog here for Soul Ring?
I think if I pick what I'm going to pick, you're still super happy. You'll probably go pick 1 Lord of the Rings, pick 2 a different Lord of the Rings, pick 3 a different Lord of the Rings, pick 4 a different Lord of the Rings, and then pick 5 the pre-con Lord of the Rings.
That's my guess. Do you see my book? What is going on here?
Nah, just sometimes it's like when a girl is wondering if you're looking at the boobs, and it's like, yeah,
my eyes are up here.
Were you looking at the boobs?
I will say this: if this has any factor in your choosing, we don't determine how people are picking these. So it could be on price, it could be on picture. You know what I'm saying? It could be, the foiling. So we're gonna pick the card, but you kind of have to factor in that. What are people gonna like about this? Like, do they like it because of this, and that? So I'm just
because price kind of indicates desirability of what people really like as well. Sometimes it also just the rarity, but rarity also drives desire. The arts, I think, are a big thing. That's probably what I'm basing mine off of, just what I think is and going to be the most gorgeous of them.
Yeah.
So my first overall pick is going to be the Invention Soul Ring.
Oh, I didn't think you would do that one. Okay. So
what did you think? I think I know what you're thinking, and it's good.
All right, so inventions, so masterpiece inventions,
and just that bordering. That's the gold. kind of woven together on the border. And these were masterpieces in packs of not Aether Drift.
That was from
Kaladesh.
Yep,
there we go.
Kaladesh thing. Yep.
And so, but they are very pretty in
Yep.
person. Just any one of those kind of invention cards.
And as you can see,
and I'm just super impressed with them.
that is the second most expensive Soul Ring that is out there.
Okay.
You'll be surprised. I'm not gonna pick the one that you thought I was gonna pick. I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick the Soul Ring with I'm gonna pick the OG. I'm going with OG Soul Ring.
Okay.
'Cause that's what I thought you were gonna take first.
I was debating on that, but I might not have gone with that specific one.
Well, just the art in general. Like you could even use in this case.
Am I not allowed to do that?
I guess we could. It just starts to get difficult to figure out. I guess we. So when I'm saying OG, I'm talking Alpha, Beta, Revised, Soul Ring is, I guess, the ones that I would say.
But the art.
Right. That art. Is
So
what
we have to go with the art, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I think once we get one, it picks for whatever one. I don't know. We're kind of doing this on the fly. I kind of talked to you about it before, but then now
Oh, I don't
I'm like,
care.
because
Okay,
like,
shit.
for example, the Galaxy Foil Soul Ring here from the Secret Lair, it also includes the non-foil. You know, obviously you're going to pick the Galaxy Foil, but you know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that because there isn't any real difference. But you are right. The foiling is different. Okay, yeah, let's go with that route then.
Because we might end up being only 16, but let's see how this all goes. Because otherwise, it could be the OG, and you could do the DCI one, you could do the 30th anniversary one, you could do there's so many that then it gets kind of confusing. So let's just stick with you get one art, and then it takes in the whole thing there. So
All right.
And then what is the second pick? Well, I gotta say it right. You're the third overall pick. What is your second?
People pick on you about that?
Tad.
Mine will be, I believe, what you expected the first pick. The first pick you thought I'd go Alpha Beta. I'm gonna go Galaxy Foil, Soul Ring.
All right, this little guy right here.
Yeah, for my second pick.
All right, Galaxy Foil. I gotta make sure we put this in the right spot. So you're all the way
And
down
that's
there.
where the foiling does really come into play. I think that's what really makes it special. It pops fantastic. I no real border other than at the bottom. It really looks good. And sometimes when you double sleeve foils or just cards in general, they look flatter.
Yeah.
And that Soul Ring still just really makes a really good pop. So I really like it.
Agreed. And just so I'm not causing too many issues, I'm going to use my mouse to point at it for those that are, everybody watching. Yep. I don't want to click up each image because it's just going to do a lot of loading. And I feel like Scryfall was having some issues before the podcast. I tried to pull it up and it said there was an error with their site. So I think Scryfall is having some problems right now. So I don't want to fuck with that. All right, then I will get the pick that I thought you were going to take, the OG one, and so this one is still there. So I'm going to grab the Lord of the Rings, the elf version of the Lord of the Rings Soul Ring. So this is the one that they only made, 300 copies of, or 3,000 copies. If you did the serialized one, there was 300. The non is 3,000. So that is going to be mine, and that is the fourth overall pick. So Elf, Soul Ring. I don't need to write Soul Ring because we know this is all Soul Ring.
Yes. Soul Ring.
All right, what are you picking fifth overall?
I'm probably going to go with a cat dog Soul Ring.
That's a good one right there. So there's our cat and there's our dog. That's up there, man. That's a good pick.
Double-sided. Is it the only double-sided Soul Ring out there?
Yes.
I think it's gonna. I'm gonna get at least one vote from Bill from Woodbury, so I'm okay with that.
I think you're getting a lot of people because that is a very good one. That was towards the top of my list there. So dog, cat. All right.
Oh no, it's cat dog. How dare you?
dog, cat. All right. I guess my next one. I personally.
Are you gonna go with the Furbies? I
No,
think you're gonna go
not yet.
Furby.
No, I'm actually. I don't know if you like this one as much, but I like the Secret Lair, the one that looks like the Merfolk. I know it's the Changeling one, but it's from the Everyone's Invited Secret Lair deck.
Really?
And
Yeah, you are high on it.
In person, the double rainbow foiling of that one is really, really nice to look at. So that's the one I'm gonna grab. Let's
Interesting.
see.
Okay.
I'll write it as Merfolk.
Let's see. Dominic hates animals.
What? What's going on?
Cat dog. Adam is dumb and he hates animals. Look at that. That's gonna win me a few more votes.
Have you been to my
I'd
house
say.
before, Ibukaki? Because my house is all in twos. I have Noah's Ark going on at my fucking
We are
house.
lucky you're not just Ace Ventura all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Next on the list, Lowry, what do you got?
You know what?
What is
I
this,
really, really like this one. I'm gonna go with the Sheldon Menery Soul Ring.
Okay, that one reminds me of the Hobbit in a way. This one right here.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I love that how it makes the ring just pop and shine and foil. It looks really clean. They did a great job with this one, and so I really like it. So
I dig it too. That is a good one to pick there. There's just a lot of good options for Soul Ring, and I know we keep getting them in secret layers, but keep bringing them because I love all these different unique choices that we get with all this. All right, so Sheldon is taken there. But pricing wise, this one isn't showing as much as I thought it would. Let me think.
Trying to flow with some.
Well, in my opinion, this one should be higher because it looks really, really good in person.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's gonna do much. I'm gonna do it anyways because that's where I have it in my order. So we have a lot of stuff here. Things are gonna get weeded out. So I might as well get it going there. But it's the Sonic Soul Ring right there.
Damn it! That is definitely the first one that you've stolen from me.
That is the one.
I just kind of upset about that because
like,
I think that was my next pick. So
you
got it. You got it.
It just and you know you have this one in person too. You ended up buying this one because missed the drop, right? Because it sold out or whatever.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So this is from the Secret Lair, and in person this one looks really, really good. So, all right. Next up is the 9th pick. What do you got going on here?
So honestly, I'm gonna say that I'm kind of. This is where I'm like, I think it's just a 16er for me, even though we need a longer show at this point. We're kind of flying.
Yeah, we are. It's 23 minutes in already, and we're.
Oh boy. But I think Can you go up?
Yep.
I should. I'm gonna pull probably one of the Lord of the Ring ones. Is there only 3 of those?
Yep, because it's the elves, the dwarves, and the humans.
Okay. I will take the dwarves. The doors. The dwarves, Lord of the Ring one.
All right, the door. Now I said it. You got me.
It's harder than you think.
Dwarves. All right, let's see. Dwarf. Yeah, I had that high on my picks there, so
I feel like I at least needed 1 on my side.
Gotcha.
So
I do like how the human one looks, so that's gonna be picked at some point here.
Okay, I do not. I will avoid it. You can hang on to it until your last
that's
pick
what I'm
if
gonna
you
do.
want. Yep.
Next, already got my Sonic one. I gotta take that away. The next I'll take is actually gonna be. Just trying to think of how you're gonna pick. I know a lot of these look in person. For how expensive it is and it's only been out for a little bit, I'm actually gonna grab the Sweet Tooth one. I like this one in person.
Okay.
There isn't as many out there because they only did it for the PlayStation stuff, and I don't think that one's still going on. So that one's gone. So the demand for that one's a little bit higher. Sweet Tooth. what number? That's number 10. So I'm all the way over there. This is hard. There's a lot of brackets to write everything in. I got to make sure I'm writing it in the right one. So Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
All right, now you are on the 11th pick. If you need me to scroll around, I can do that as well.
Let's go up. And I think what I'm gonna do here is this is where I will grab the I'm gonna grab the Fallout Soul Ring.
This one?
Yeah, the
Yep.
thumbs up.
That's a good one with the bobblehead dude.
Yeah. So
The Vault Boy.
it's one of the more expensive ones. I'm gonna be honest, I don't necessarily love it for Soul Ring art, but I do
Right.
think it was hard to get. It is an expensive foil. I think Fallout is really popular, so that's probably more of how I'm picking on this one.
Yep, I like the pick. I had that pretty high up there on my list too. And that one was in the set, but that was the like special surge foil one I think you could get, or I think you can get a regular one too.
Yeah.
But that's why that one's up there. I'm gonna get one that's also from a set and not a secret layer, because a lot of these are. But it's from the Commander Masters one right here. This little guy. I love how that Soul Ring looks with the planets. I know Tad liked this one too. We were kind of chatting, but this was one that I don't own this one. This is one of the few that I don't own, and I would like a copy of this one in full art foil. But I love how it's doing the text breaking. I got the planets and all that stuff there. So that is where I'm going to go with that.
That was one of them that, like, I didn't know how I felt about it. I haven't actually seen it in person.
I've only seen
yeah.
a non-foil in person. I haven't seen it in foil. I got to find where that is. Okay, 12. We're on 12. Boop, boop, boop. There. Masters. Okay. All right, we are on 13. I said 13 weird. 13. What do we
Not
got
a
for
bad
13?
one. You know, I am going to I don't want to do that now. I'm going to go I think I'm going to go Black as Magic.
Oh, that's a good one. That would have been that might have been my next one. That's right up there. That one's really
that was one of those first Soul Rings that came out, and it still looks really, really good. Like, it was a really good foiling, really good art. That whole drop was really good.
Yep, I agree with that. So Black is Magic. That was number 13. Black is Magic. All right. It was a good pick there. I'm gonna go with the Hatsune Miku one. I really do like that Soul Ring, that art. I think it's a cool art. You don't even have to be a Hatsune Miku fan. I just think this one represents it has the Soul Ring in it. I think it looks really cool there. And I guess you can pull in people that with the Hatsune Miku, but this is one of my better sellers.
Okay.
Probably because I went really deep on Hatsune Miku, so it's like I have a lot of copies of it. But this one is a really fantastic art, so I dig that one. So, all right, so number 14.
That's probably the first one where I'm like, I knew you really like it.
Yeah, I knew we talked about this before, and I remember you saying you didn't like it as much.
So, good luck with that. That's all I'm saying.
All right. What do you got next? Maybe you scroll around a little bit.
Yeah, let's scroll down. Bippity boppity. Slower. Slower.
You got Spider-Man.
Faster.
Ooh.
Slower. Okay, now we're kind of getting into the art stuff, and where are we at?
This is number 15.
So this is pick 15 at this point. I think I'm gonna go with the most common art, but I would like a retro frame foil.
This one right here?
Yeah, so that one. I do think it looks really nice with the old school brown bordering. And I do think the foiling is what really makes it pop for that one. There are other retro frames that are not foil, and I would hopefully think that you don't think of that when you're voting. Think of the foil. Think of it popping.
I'll make sure to grab this particular one here.
Yeah.
When we're doing the voting stuff here.
Appreciate it. Because I knew you would just normally take
what?
one, somehow get a picture in here that's mangled by a dog or something.
You're accusing me of cheating. That's not very nice, Lowry. All right, so 15.
No, it's influencing the way.
So it's retro. What do I want to call that soul ring?
Retro
new art?
Frame foil?
Or boring art?
Come on.
Cole,
get out of here.
Stop it, Cole. Get out of here.
Team Force walk.
Get the fuck out. Do I have it?
Get the fuck out!
You can stay. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. You shouldn't have been so mean. I can't hear you. Oh, noes. Did you unplug it? You get real aggressive? Yep, you made Adam speechless. Totally agree.
Is it there? Oh, there we go. Jeez.
There we go.
That
What
was
happened?
weird. I have no idea. I noticed that my volume was like I couldn't hear myself talking, and so I was checking Audacity, and then all of a sudden, like, the volume just dropped out. And it wasn't like that pop thing that happened. It was just my mic just went away. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, so what did I write there? I got to make sure I know. Retro boring art. That's how I remember it.
Well, however you need to remember it. Tad is accusing me of not playing Yavimaya in my hashtag Team Force Walk deck. And that's not true. It just got milled. And then I couldn't go get it. It would have been brutal if I could. Game winning even.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to that.
All right. What's your next pick? And this is going to be the 16th pick. And then I think we need to decide if we want to keep going.
Well, okay. If I knew we were going to stop there, we got a bunch more. We got Iron Man, you got Furby, you got the Butthole Soul Ring. You have...
No, okay, hold on. Furby and Butthole are bottom tier. We're not doing this.
We have
Iron Man, I'm okay with that, but we've left good arts off of lists.
We have Pride Against America. Pride the Pride land or Soul Ring. We have the Gold Coin Soul Ring. We have the confetti art. We have the Mox in a Box Soul Ring.
I'm okay with Mox in a Box. If that's what you're gonna pick, I'm okay with that.
The alphabet one, the A to Z one.
You know what? I'll bet you that's really cool if you're playing Magic on Acid.
Yeah. We also have the Human Soul Ring, because the one that you don't like.
That's.
I'm trying to think here. I don't.
So many like you're going like, hey, we have 5 more we can pick from, and I'm like, you want to do it like twice as much as we've done already.
Okay. If I had to, you're saying that this could be the last pick, and we're at 34 fucking minutes of.
We could have buys. We could figure it out from there if we want to just pick until we're like, we're done.
I'd have the top picks. Wait until
get
the
some
next
buys.
week.
Yeah, and then like it's
that.
fine if we leave Notre Dame out of the playoff. So
it's not like your wife is bitter at all at this point.
She doesn't care. But she's not happy about it.
Yeah, I bet. All right, let's do that. Let's have so 16 is what we want to have for next week, right? Or how do we get that?
I mean, we're at the 16th pick. We can go further and then just have some buys for the first couple of picks.
We could do that. Okay.
Yeah. We can just figure that out.
So we won't give the matchups then this week or tonight.
Agreed. Yeah. I just don't think I don't think there's 32 that I want to pick from.
Okay.
There might be like 20 to 24.
Okay. Well, I can leave Iron Man for you because that's probably one that you might want. So I'm going to grab the retro Mox in a Box Secret Lair one right here. It's a different
Okay.
art than what we had before, and it has that one is in a foil etched for the Mox in a Box one. So that
Yeah.
would be my 16th pick. I don't know if I like the Soul Ring per se. It looks good in person.
Okay.
The art it's okay. It's up there. It's the top like for expensive wise, but that was an expensive, or it is an expensive drop at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I don't need to write. Well, I still need to write this down of order, like what number we're on. So 16 is there. I just won't have the matchups. Matchups don't matter as much at this point. So Mox Box.
We
Okay,
got one vote for Furby. It looks like.
I'm gonna pick Furby at some point. I'm
Good
going
for
to.
you. Why you didn't want to do it then because it's not good enough to be in the top 16.
It is. It's a confetti foil. Hell yeah, it is. Same with I hate this Soul Ring art from the A to Z Alphabet Encyclopedia
Okay.
one, but the Halo foiling of it looks really good. So
Have you seen it?
yeah, it's right there. Look at it.
No, and that does not look good. It's like it's under shadow.
Well, it's because the Scryfall doesn't have a way of showing it. So if you see that and the Furby one, they're like actual pictures of cards, not like scanned in cards. They took a picture. They did what Wizards does with our Magic cards with the special versions of them at this point, taking pictures of it and then posting it on there. So, okay. So what are you going to pick? You got that Furby? Is that what your 17th pick is
No.
going to be?
No, clearly not.
You wanna scroll around a little bit. Scroll. What about the butthole?
See-
I heard you like the butthole. That's what Alex told
No,
me.
I don't. Not accurate. Haven't.
What about the Spider-Man one? You were defending it when we were doing the secret layer thing. You weren't defending it. I'm just throwing you under the bus.
I wasn't. I just wasn't like hating on it like you were. I don't really like the wheel one.
Yeah, I know.
For
It's on
Aether
my
Drift.
list, but it's on the very
Oh, you know
bottom.
what? I don't mind that one. The planetarium one right
Yeah,
there.
the one we got
with
the
mechanisms. I don't know what
Magic-
to call that one. though.
Magic Fest Soul Ring.
Okay.
Because
That's a cool one.
Okay.
I do like that one. I like the there's like sleeves for it and a play mat and it looks good.
Yep, I can dig that one. All right, so Magic Fest. All right, Magic.
You're gonna talk me into 32, aren't you?
Fest. The cat
I've already
one-
done the cat one.
Yeah, the cat one's already been. That was like the third overall pick at this point. I think.
6th or 5th overall.
I might as well grab the human soul ring at this point because
Jeez, calm down,
I do.
devil.
What?
Let me grab the human soul ring.
I see what you did there. Human.
You did it. You hesitated.
Human soul ring. I almost wrote soul ring again afterwards because I did that for the dwarf and the elf. All right, I'm going quick. What do you got next?
Oh, good for you.
Oh, do I even have that
let's-
ready? No.
Yeah, I think we both agree that the
good for
encyclopedia one
you.
is not.
It's got to be on the list. I want to see it.
If we're going 32, yeah, you got to pick everything with 32.
I want to see if because I've heard others talk about it and being like, "Oh, that's just gorgeous art," and I'm like, "What the fuck are they smoking?" And I everybody has a different perspective on art. Art is subjective and all that fun stuff.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I feel like I'm on the same page with like good art and bad art with Magic stuff, and I don't see what people see with that one. Halo foil, I can see that, but the art is just weird. I don't get how it fits, and maybe I'm missing something. So
I don't hate it, but I'm not gonna pick it. Like I don't.
Vapion, I'm on the same page as you. I don't like the Spider-Man one, but I do like the Doc Ock one, and we still have that to be picked.
And that's if that was a flip one, then I would have picked that already.
But that's a really good art by itself. Don't you
Yeah, it
think?
is.
I mean, that is a good soul ring.
Are you trying to talk me into it?
I mean, it's good. Why don't you pick the Spider-Man one?
Why don't you pick it?
I don't wanna.
I bought the Doc Ock one. Go down a little bit more.
Good for you.
So did you, probably. you're a lush. for
We
that.
can go to the next page, but that's when we get into.
Yeah, let's go to that next page just to get an eye on it, I guess.
But now it's having that slow loading for Scryfall. Nope, we're not going over
Ruh-roh.
there. Well, okay, I'll
Okay.
tell you what the next page it does. So I'll give you some other ones that you maybe didn't. This is the Commander Collection Black, and there's Commander Collection Green Soul Ring there and there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I already got Sweet Tooth, Aaron. So Sweet Tooth is in the mix there.
I think okay. Yeah, you know what? I think let's go Doc Ock Soul Ring.
All right, that's a good one. Doc Ock, take that off the list. And this is number what?
That'd be
Are we on 19 or is this
shit.
Where's
What
my
did you
19?
just pick? I think I've missed the last two for you.
Yeah, so it's Human is the one I got last. Okay, we're on
Okay.
19, so there we go. So we got Doc Ock. If it is stained, if we do 32, you'd be going against Hatsune Miku with that one. I think I'm gonna grab the Iron Man Soul Ring. I'm surprised this one isn't more expensive, but I do like this one quite a bit. I thought this one would be a big hitter, kind of like Sonic. I thought Sonic would already be like a $50 Soul Ring, but you can get it for like sub 20 at this point. And let's see, Soul Ring, so it's 20. Iron Man, and that goes there. Now we're starting to get matchups if we do the 32. Okay, what do you got next?
Go back up again. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to take the Surge Foil Encyclopedia.
Okay, I dig it. We got to see where that goes. That's my big thing with that is like I'm gonna see how that one shakes out. 21.
I mean, it's high up on the list.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean squat, though. It's fairly new.
it's because of the hard. Like it's hard to get
How hard it is
yeah.
to get the Surge. Proof that Stark has a heart.
A to Z. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I keep going back to that one that you don't like.
The butthole one.
No, you like that one. You're all about
I
the
do
butt.
not. I don't like I don't like pink eye.
I might do it.
Irritating.
I think I'm gonna get Furby Confetti Foil. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Furby at this point. Confetti Foil Furby.
Okay.
Let's see, that is 22. I know I could have chose that as the last pick, but I don't know when we're stopping this, so I do want to make
Actually,
sure.
I was thinking about picking it next.
Oh, are you?
We're running out of options, I think.
Confetti. Okay. Oh, I should put just Furby next to it too. I just wrote Confetti, but I mean there is
Yeah.
no other ones.
All right, so like we're at 22 right now, and for me, we're saying that you want to do like 10 more.
I think I got the big guys off my list that I thought were good. Everything else kind of gets. I could take it or leave
Like,
it.
do you want to pick the avocado one that Chris wants you to? It looks like an avocado. That's
it
very
does look
accurate.
like an avocado. I don't know. I feel like the butthole should be on there.
You think the butthole one should be?
I think so.
I'll pick the butthole if you pick the avocado. That sounded gross. I'll pick the butthole.
Yeah, you will. Oh shit. Okay, so this is number 20. What did I say? We were 23. So this will be 25, I believe. I'm pretty sure I just said 23. Right? Didn't I?
Yeah, that was
No.
20.
Oh, it's 21, 22. So now we're on 23. Okay, so this one
Yeah.
is, if we're keeping it, is going against Sweet Tooth. So I'm just gonna write butthole.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings missed out. That should have had a potato soul ring. Totally agree.
Terrible.
One was Sam holding a potato called the soul ring. That should have been in the food deck. Absolute miss.
Do you think we should get Spider-Man on the list? I mean, I feel like
I thought you were going to pick the avocado one.
I have to go to that page, and that page is having trouble.
Why do
loading.
I don't want the butthole one if you're not going to get the avocado one.
Well, we can keep going, right? We can keep going until we get to 32. I mean, we're at 24.
Yeah, go pick the Spider-Man one.
And I mean, look at this Avatar one's pretty cool.
Is it? Why? It's
What
Okay.
do we think about? Because you grabbed the retro, we also have the future sight border.
we've already no. You don't get to pick new borders.
Yeah, it's lumped in. We're just doing art.
Right.
Boo.
Well, this is your fault because I asked you earlier and you said it would be okay to pick different things.
I'll take Spider-Man. I want to see where this one goes. I don't think it's gonna go very far.
It's gonna go into the loser bin.
Yeah, I think it might. That's the 24th pick, right? Yes. So Spidey. I just want to get a good idea of everything. I don't want to leave anything on the table of like, well, this one would have done really good, like
Well,
Aaron says
I think
the
some of the
Avatar
Warhammer
one.
ones look good, but I don't know what it is.
Hey, by the way, people that are watching, this is the Spider-Man one I'm talking about. Makes no sense why it's a soul ring. It's just the gleam of his belt that makes the ring, I guess. So it's
Basically a dick pic.
yeah, that sounds about right. We still have the Aztec one, the
Yeah.
steering wheel one,
No.
the Warhammers, the green and the black one.
It's just so boring.
Yeah, they are kind of. Butthole one stands out. We have the
I already picked the butthole one.
Pride Across
Shit.
America or Pride.
I don't
Pride-
like that one.
Pride-
Actively dislike.
You have the gold coin with the
I
raccoons.
don't like that one either.
And I think that's about it for like. Where's the Mad Max one? Are you talking about this one with the steering wheel?
Yeah.
I think that's the one he's talking about.
We have not picked it. I don't like it.
It's cheap. Like
Yeah.
they
Believe
gave
it.
away so many of those because it sat up there for I think 2 secret layer drops pretty much, and so it was there for weeks. And I have a lot of them, and I haven't sold a damn one. And I looked, and I think the price is like sub $5. Like it's like you could sell a regular or buy list a regular soul ring for almost that amount. Sometimes depends on Card Kingdom stuff, but yeah, it
I
should
think
be.
I'm gonna go with the Aztec one.
Okay, Aztec. So that is 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aztec. Okay. I got my Spider-Man.
Yeah, you did.
Aztec. Do I just get the steering wheel one?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, let's see where that one goes. Steering wheel, so 26. Over there.
Terrible pick.
Hey. All right, we're at 26.
I'm gonna go
Can
with
we,
the first war. What?
Can we make it to 30? We have 6 more picks. Can we do it?
Go up. I want a Warhammer one. The one that's like orange. That one.
Okay.
So Warhammer orange.
Warhammer 250 is what I'll write down because that's the number. That's 27. Where are we at? 27. Where are we at? There we are.
All right.
War 250. Aaron, the number 1 was the Invention Masterpiece Soul Ring is what Lowry picked.
Yes.
Is there anything from the top that we did not get yet? That was on my list. The gold coin
think-
raccoon one is still there. I got to get it in
that's-
there. I'll get it in
You're
there.
gonna get it in there.
Yeah, get the raccoon in there.
Okay. Raccoon.
Coin, and that is number, what, 28? Yep. Coin. It's funny. I'm like, right. I hope I remember which ones are which. Otherwise, I'm going to watch this video over and be like, all right, what pick was that? Okay, so we still have Pride Against. I did it again. Pride Across America. We have this one, which is the Brain Dead one. If the art was good, the border's really cool, but the art is terrible. I don't like
For
that
the purposes of this tournament,
Is the art.
I don't think it works.
No.
I'm gonna, since you're a coward, I'm gonna go with the avocado soul ring.
Let's see if I can get it. I don't.
No, you don't have to. We don't even have to show it off. It'll be in
it
the
moved.
dealing.
It moved. All right, avocado. There it is.
There you go. I like that one.
Okay. Oh, I even gave it a. All right, avocado for 30. No,
Yeah.
No, you're odd numbers. 29.
I'm 31.
We're on 30. No, it's 29.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is my 15th pick.
Yep. So mine will be 30. That was 29. Your odd numbers. Okay. Is there anything here I wanted to grab from since I'm on this page? Can I get something that it has been delayed with this secret layer?
Nope. That's not a real card anymore.
It will be. It will be. All right, move back. All right. So
I think Monster Hunter would have been picked a lot higher then.
yeah, probably.
Maybe.
I'm gonna finish off the secret layer stuff, so I'll get the Pride Across America on that.
Which one's that one?
Oh, that'll be number 30. That is this one right
top
here, the
left there.
weird,
Okay.
weird eyeball one. It looks like eyeballs to me. Pride. All right, last pick for you, Lowry, and we have a 32 tournament. We did it.
We did.
There's gonna be some blowouts in those.
I think we
first
picked all
rounds.
these up here.
There's an Urzers for life. Hang on, I gotta do where it's appropriate here.
Get the fuck
Thank you.
out. Can I pick the dog side of the soul ring?
That's not how this works.
Hmm.
That's not how any of this works.
Are you gonna double up?
You got the brain dead dude.
Oh,
You got
that.
Nuka-Cola Soul Ring. I actually think this one's pretty cool. I'm gonna pick.
Why
that
didn't
one
you
if-
pick it?
I'm going to if you don't pick it.
That's like somebody's like, oh, I got this really pretty friend. You should hang out with her. Why don't you hang out with her?
You got the Avatar one.
Ah, fuck. All right, yeah, let's go Avatar.
All right, Avatar. This one's gonna be going against the original Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be some blowouts. And I'll do. What did I say I was going? Oh, the Nuka-Cola one. Nuka-Cola. Sweet. All right, I can do the matchups. I can tell you what we got here.
All right.
Oh, we got a Niners fan right here. Urza's and a Niners fan. All right, so we have the Invention Soul Ring. I'm not going to scroll to each one because that'll take forever.
No.
Invention Masterpiece Soul Ring going against Nuka-Cola Soul Ring. Then we have Magic Fest going against Moxbox Soul Ring. Dwarfs Soul Ring going against Spider-Man, or the Spidey. Sonic going against the Aztec. Merfolk from Everyone is Invited Secret Layer Commander deck going against the Warhammer 251, which is the only Warhammer we got. Confetti Furby Secret Layer going against the Surge Foil Fallout, which is the full art one with the bobblehead.
Okay.
Black is Magic going against Iron Man's Heart. Avocado going against the Lord of the Rings Elf.
Oh, that's not going to go good.
The other side of the bracket, the original Soul Ring art going against the Avatar Soul Ring. Then we got Lord of the Rings Human going against retro boring art Soul Ring. Then Sweet Tooth going against the Butthole.
It works somehow.
I don't think it's very sweet there. Okay. I feel like Trombley when we were playing that game where I can't read the next thing. All right. Okay. Then we have Sheldon, the Sheldon one, fantastic one, going against the Steering Wheel Soul Ring. The Flip Dog and Cat or Cat Dog Soul Ring going against the Coin Soul Ring from the 20 Ways to Win. Sounds like a fun Friday. Red Squirrel.
Sweet tooth butthole.
Then we got the Encyclopedia going against the Masters Soul Ring. And then the last two matchups, Hatsune Miku going against Doc Ock, and Pride Across America going against the Galaxy Foil Soul Ring. I think we have some blowouts there, but
Yeah.
Beyond said the butthole is screwed. Yes, the butthole against Sweet Tooth.
Butthole should win most of these, I'd say.
Oh, I love that that's the one that's still sitting up there, too. It's just staring at
It's
you.
just right there staring at us.
Okay, again, we will get the voting up. If there's any we missed, which we pretty much got everything. I mean, there's some that are just, they wouldn't make it really far at all. Some of these aren't going to make far at all either, but we got a good list there. This might be our most complete list. I feel good about. We probably went too far, like you were saying, but this will know for sure. You know, we gave everything a chance there. So yeah, but voting will probably start. Let's see if we want to get this. I'll probably start the first 4 tomorrow. So Tuesday,
probably.
For the people that are watching live, we'll be able to vote tomorrow. For those that are listening later, when the podcast drops on Wednesday, make sure you jump on the YouTubes and do the voting, because you already have 2 days of voting to do by that point. So we are not done yet, because we have some chatting to do about our in-game in real life games and all that. So I'm just going to switch it up there. So we had guys weekend this past weekend. And how many games, like, were you able to play every single one of your deck? Because I think this is the first time I brought probably almost 20 decks, and I played every single one of them at least one time.
Nice.
Oh, good for me. I guess I should hit that button.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, good for you.
Lucky push. I was just blindly guessing.
There are some good games out there. I will say, playing that many of most of my decks, I did come across something that I was changing a little bit as I was going. Is I did notice Gaia's Cradle was in there a lot, and I haven't been putting it in as many decks as of late, but I was getting it so much that sometimes I was, we do our draw extra, and I was even putting it sometimes on the bottom is how often I was getting it, which was weird because I'm not playing all green decks, but I was seeing it almost in every single green deck I had. I was getting that in hand at some point. Okay. So that is one thing I took from it. And I was like, this might be my next Cyclonic Rift and Teferi's Protection. Although I still do play Teferi's Protection, Cyclonic Rift I've completely dropped out of what I play. But Gaia's Cradle might just be for certain decks, and only if it's struggling to, I still like it in my Black Panther deck, because that requires me I need to tap it to move counters back and forth and all that. And so I heard a pop. Nope, everything's working there. I want the mana. That's part of it, is I need a lot of mana for that one. And it has a lot of creatures. So that one would be one that I would keep it in, but I might go back through a bunch of those and start removing it from there, because I just felt like I was bending it. I was putting it on the bottom because I was like, everybody's seeing this too much and I'm seeing it too much.
Right.
And
and it's a really, really powerful card. And so it is something that I agree should be used sparingly. Like, if you don't, it's kind of like, if you don't need it, like need it. Like, where in my mind, it's like you have a creature deck of, everything is 5+. And so, like, at most you're having like 4 creatures out. But if you're in a token deck, in my opinion, you probably shouldn't be using Cradle. Like, it's to help you. It's one of those that help you get to the higher CMCs, not necessarily just get you to the end game. And so, like, I do have it. I put it in my Eshki deck because there are a lot of like 6+ CMC creatures. But I am finding, I didn't get to play that this week, but like I saw Mark and David play it, and it didn't need it. And so I'll likely go through and take that out still, just because there's enough things going on that it'll work. So yeah, Cradle's definitely one that I agree that we should play sparingly.
Yep. So that was one thing I noticed with my stuff. Other than that, like from the last time I talked about me being salty as fuck because my decks weren't doing anything and I was being bitter and all that shit. This was the opposite. And this was the ones that I don't like as well, because it was an opposite and Mark and I were having the discussion because like before you guys got there, because Mark, myself, Tad, and Russ were there Thursday. And pretty much the games were either Mark or me. Mostly Mark. Mark was winning a lot of them. And then
Mark wins a lot.
Yeah. And then mine
He's
were
good at
going
what he
off.
does.
At one point during the weekend, I was like, I went over to Mark, I was like, I'm trying to not play decks that are going to go off and they just keep going off. And like,
Yeah.
there'll be a point.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. But then I'll say this, like Tad was playing his group hug deck, which is his fog stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 3-person with number 2. And he fucked me. I thought I had them both. Like it was my mirror deck. And so I was like, yeah, Tad fucked me with a fog because I was like, oh, I got them both dead.
Lucky.
And then he goes, yeah, plays the fog. And I was like, oh, I'm going to die. Like I should be dead. The next turn, number 2 is going to kill me. And then number 2 swung in to kill me and Tad fogged him. And then my deck went off and no one got a turn basically after that. Tad did get a turn, but by that point, my planeswalkers hit. And then I was able to take multiple turns because I was able to tuck deep glow skate and it would come out, double the triggers or double the counters on all my planeswalkers. And then I just killed them both with the Tezzeret stuff. But that one I lucked into. I think I was my only like luck into one where I got kept alive. Normally Tad isn't nice like that. Like that was his whole point, was to fuck me over, and he kept me alive because
he was not as mean as he thought he was.
Oh,
or he said he was going to be.
He was talking mad shit, and then he was me as in the last time. Like it was just, I looked over and he just is off his chair to the side, just like looked disheveled because he just could not. His pre-cons got the most wins for him. 2 wins of his pre-con. It's crazy.
Pre-cons
that pre-con
beat me.
Yeah,
they beat me both times I played against it. It felt real good.
Dilly dally
to have the podcast and talk about building decks, and then lose
that was
the same pre-con twice in a row. I knew what it could do. Just nothing.
But what it did is it made the game like an hour and a half longer. That's a big difference. I did notice is like, yes, the pre-cons are strong, but they don't have a way of like taking over the game and winning. It's like,
right,
they're a presence in the game at all times, but never taking over. And so it's just like slowly a person is getting whittled down and then maybe a person dies and that one's still there, but it's not going like, oh, it's the game finisher, we're done in 5 minutes. It's, hey, maybe an hour and a half, this might do something, you know?
Yeah.
Not that it isn't doing anything, it's just there and you can't kill it and it can't kill everybody else. And then it just outlasts everybody. But yeah, so were there any games that like stood out? I only played with you. I was talking with Tad later. I think I played with you like 2 times. I don't think
over the 2 days I was there. That might be true. Like there was just the first game that I had, and then you and Tad switched over, and then yeah, that might be true. You know, I had a couple of cool moments that I enjoyed. Like I was kind of texting to you. I killed off 5 on my decks, and
so
that was a little bit of the point of this weekend, was to get them out of my system. And then I was like texting you. I was like, I think I'm gonna kill Alayla finally. I've had that one for 5 whenever it came out. I was like, actually, it was pretty fun to like. There was a Shieldred out. That, like when somebody draws cards, they lose 2 life.
I have to say, side note to that, Shieldred was the card of the weekend.
Yes,
it was in so many games. Lots of times there were multiples of them, and that's the story you're about to tell now. So
yeah,
that was the crazy thing. Is Shieldred for the first time, like that was the card. Whereas last guy's weekend, it was Beedor. Beedor was in so many games, which is a weird one to be in so many games because it's a 3-color card, but Shieldred makes a little bit more sense. But it was in so many games. It was kind of insane.
It was in a lot of games.
All right, so you had...
And so I had something that turned all of my non-land permanents into artifacts, and so I had 16 artifacts in play, or 14. It was 14. And Trombley was just kind of floundering. He's like, I don't really want to be in this game. I was like, I could probably just kill you. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And there's this 5 mana sorcery where target player draws X amount of cards and loses X amount of life, where X is the amount of artifacts you have. And so I had him draw 14. He lost 14 from the card, and then he lost 28 from Shieldred, and he was dead. I could have done that to anybody.
That's funny.
But since he wanted to go, I was like, yeah, you can go. And I was like, I don't want to draw 14. Fuck. That would have.
That's funny.
So it was that was kind of a fun thing. It like got rid of him, and then and Alayla's sitting there being a 16, 17 with flying, lifelink, death touch, indestructible, vigilance. It was just stacked, and everybody kept going, what the fuck is that? So they I think number 2 might have been Tad, but he had 3 14/14s, and he sent them all at me. I'd kill one, take 14, and then like chump block another one, and I'd go up 2 life. And I was like, I kind of like what's going on here. And then he'd like populate it and then do it again. And I was just like, you know what? That was kind of fun with Alayla. Like, even though it's been around forever, like that felt good, even though it was like always a fucking problem. But I took apart Ketramos. It was just boring, too straightforward. Like, you remove a couple of things, and there isn't enough build there.
Yeah.
In my version, where it was just like, it was either control, and if there's enough board presence, you're just not going to be able to keep up without a wrath. I killed Narev dragons, just like too straightforward. Like, it comes out and then you're able to deal a ton of damage, and if there's like a board wipe or 2, you're just done. And
that's the one that the ETB or stuff that turn does double damage, or does, what is it again? How that one?
Yeah, if a creature comes into play that turn, it deals double the damage.
And we talked about that when you were building that, you and I, texting wise. It was like, that one just seems so complicated because it's so specific of how it does the damage. So I can see that one being a little tough. What is Tad saying? Lau made 88 tokens. This Camball deck, 1 turn. Yeah. That was pretty cool. Sweet. Yeah.
So like, what was it? So basically that one I made, what was it? It was at arms, maybe not that, but basically you give everybody tokens for X, and I put in 11, and then everybody else got 11, and Comball took the 33 from it. So really it was only 44.
Only 44.
Only 44. But it was pretty much over from there as well. And just Comball, I'd say, saved itself. It did enough and had enough fun there. Zerta, I enjoyed that. Like, there was one point where I was kind of getting picked on from number 2, and Mark was the other player in that one. And so I was like paying, it was a Bright Flame, where you pay 2 and target creature gains trample. And if you do it 3 times, you get 8 red mana. But with Zerta in play, I just had to pay 3 to get 8 red mana. And then I had some Horde Dragon that you pay 4 and destroy
dragon?
An artifact.
Is it just getting all over town?
It was a horde.
A horde.
It's a whore of a dragon.
It was a whore dragon. Just a slut.
And so then I'd use, since it was again reduced by Zerta, that 8 mana can destroy 4 artifacts per turn, and it was untapping stuff. So I just wiped out number 2's board.
Oh, he said you had a token doubler. That's why it was 88.
Oh, that didn't matter.
Was that when your eyes were wide open or when they were squinty by that point?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I had enough because
There was
basically I got there
There was a
and I
couple
just started
times
cracking open
THC.
THC drinks. I had like 3 in the first 2 hours, and they're like, "You need to slow down." I was like, "Okay,
It was
I'll
more
switch
so.
over to booze."
It was more so Saturday. At one point, I looked over at the other table and I was like, I can't see Lowry's eyes. It's so squinty at this point. You're just like,
I was pretty tired at a certain point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was good games. We have, and like we've talked about with Guys Weekend before, what ends up happening is we end up changing over to board games. And you and I talked about this. Did we already say this on the cast? Like, no, you said this before. For how good you are with Magic cards and making sure you call me out a bunch of times, like, oh, that's you missed this, or that doesn't do that, or whatever. Like
I could be
in
high
my-
or drunk as a skunk.
you'll be like, nope, that doesn't do that. That one's this. Although there were a couple times where it was really funny, like it was really quiet in the room, and you'd say something, and it was like questioning shit. But anyways, we get to board games, and you are a flip flop. You are like Jekyll and Hyde, where it's like, oh, this is what I think it does, and you throw a card down, and then Jeremy, the most sober person there besides Dad and Jeremy, he grabs it. He's like, this is nowhere what this card says. You're completely misreading this. You're like, oh well. But yeah, we got,
I think probably the joke, maybe not of the weekend, but the one for me at least that I pulled was we were playing a game called Wavelength. And basically what it is like there's a person that's holding,
it's hard to
it's kind of like
explain
a wheel and a
because I was
disc.
explaining this to Cindy, and it was very hard to explain this part.
Yeah, it's tough. I got it all right with Kirsten. So basically, but it's a hidden wheel, and you randomly flip it, and then you can kind of reveal to see where there is a section of numbers. And what you have to do is you get a card, and what this instance was, it said good superpowers or bad superpowers. And the numbers that I had were on bad superpowers. And everybody in their head is going, oh, okay, so good superpowers are, like invisibility, flying, super strength, and bad ones are like goofy shit, like
back it up,
turning shoes into pickles.
Weren't you the clue giver? Like you were the one looking at it, right?
I was the one looking at it, and so
I'm the
one
got to
that's
see it yet until you turned it around, and then you give
so
the
I'm
clue.
sitting there, good superpowers, bad superpowers, and everybody's sitting there thinking it and going, okay, that's an interesting one. And then what do I say?
You said Russia. You said, and people are like, wait, you're a nerd. And you went with Russia. You didn't use superhero powers. You went with political
I went
powers.
Good superpowers. Superpowers.
So,
and everyone went ballistic.
So the thing is like, to give it more explanation, is he has to try to get his team to put the arrow. So I'm gonna draw this really quick. I'm going to draw this really quick so you guys can see.
And so it was on bad superpowers, and you got to get them to guess, like turn a dial to wherever you think they're going to be able to guess. So you can, if you want to say a bad superpower
like this, it's a
dial,
like almost like a speedometer thing. And so this is, and for people that are listening, it's a speedometer, and the arrow's going over, and you have to, and like on the bottom, it would say, there's, you have the middle, and on one side it says bad superpowers, and the other, like, bad superpowers, good superpowers. And you have to try to get your group to get to where that line is. And you are the only one that knows where that line is. So if he had spun it and it went the other way, he would have had to say good superpowers, which what would you have said then? Because would you have, I'm curious what you would have said.
It depends on, if I want to be super American, then if it's all the way over, we say America, right? If it was like 75%, we could say like France or something.
So I was gonna get to this one, and that Tad's pointing out there. So to let you know, after a team wins, you have to get a certain amount of points. And then what we did, we played this 3 rounds or 4 rounds. I don't remember how many, but you could trade people. And so Lowry got traded a lot.
A lot.
I think every time actually.
I was pretty
You were
wasted.
the trade from every game. So
We
he
had
got
3
traded.
rounds.
He got traded to our team because we won the first round. And then one of the questions was it good vegetables and bad vegetables? Is that what it was?
Well, there's a reason why you guys were trading me. I don't
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
remember. It was something along those lines of like good vegetable, bad vegetable. And
Okay.
the clue that was given was frozen peas. And so all of us, excluding Lowry was kind of just
Right.
sitting there for that moment, are like, oh, frozen peas, it means we're going towards the bad side. Maybe not all the way down, but we're close. You know, we're getting to, like, all the way bad would be, you know, level. And we were like, let's pull it back to here. And like, we're all arguing, we're discussing, because after we guess, the other team gets to guess if it's higher or lower than what we're guessing. And then that's how the point situation is. So we're like, oh, it's right here, right here, right here. And I guess in that, when the 3 of us were talking and not Lowry
Right.
mentioned
You guys were excluding me. Like
Right.
literally not even showing me the board.
Lowry in a small voice, just like to himself, he's just like, I like peas. And
I like peas.
number 2 heard him, but we didn't hear him say it. And so number 2 was trying to sabotage us because he's on the other team. So he like leans over to Lowry. He's like, Lowry, what was it? What did you say? What was the thing that you wanted? And we're all arguing, blah, 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 blah. Number 2 got him to say, and I didn't even hear number 2 say this. And then all of a sudden Lowry goes, well, I like peas. And we're like, what the fuck is wrong with it? Just berated you. Like, and you're just like,
You were-
I was probably the worst at yelling at you because I was like, that is disgusting. What? I like peas, but what the fuck are you talking about? Frozen peas? Who does that? It was.
And then you're still yelling at me. And I turned to the other team. I'm like, why are they yelling?
Yeah, you actually said, why are you pointed me out? You're like, you're loud. And I was like, oh, Alex would enjoy this because Alex always yells at me once I've had enough to drink. He's like, you're so loud. It was a fantastic
It was
game.
ridiculous. I was ridiculous at certain points. And then I'd eat my nachos just,
You made a Dorito peanut butter and jelly sandwich for people. That was very nice of you.
Right?
I think one of my other favorites was we were playing Muffin Time, which if people don't know that game, it's kind of a ridiculous game. It has magic parts to it where it's counters and traps kind of in a way. And one of Lowry's things was he had to try to get somebody to either pass. They had to pass gas or burp, or it
was burp,
just burp,
fart,
and then it was a trap. So if
yawn.
somebody did that, he could flip it over and they lose 3 cards. And so
Right.
Lowry's just standing there, ripping ass going, anybody want to fart with me? Anybody want to fart with me? Does anybody need some help with farting? Like every like 3 or 4 minutes, you're like, does anybody need help with farting? Who wants to fart? You want to fart? Let's fart together. Like, it was so fucking weird.
And the great thing is like the trap cards have to be down flat on the table.
And you had
And it was just in my hand.
So even if it happened, you couldn't have done it.
I was hoping that like farting in front of people would be like yawning where they do it with you.
Oh,
That was
man.
not the case.
Yeah.
You guys also earlier during Wavelength, the game before that we were just explaining, you guys were farting and like cupping and throwing it at each other.
No, that was
And so I felt like I was going to get a little bit more reciprocation in it.
no, that was pretty funny because from 2 days of drinking and eating garbage food, my gas was stinky. And so I was between Trombley and Jeremy. And at one point I farted and I wasn't done farting and it already was going up Jeremy's nose. And Jeremy's sober and he's just like, how is it already up my nose? You're still making the noise. And so then Trombley was high and he's like, I'm going to help. Or I was doing this. I was doing the pushing it towards him.
That's the shovel push, right?
But then Trombley jumped in. He's like, let me help you with your baggage. And so then that turned into a bit because I thought I was high at that point too and drunk and mixed everything. And I was like, that's hilarious, helping with the baggage. And so every time we farted for the rest of the weekend was that. And I even wrote it down as a quote for my phone so I could remember to tell Cindy, and she wasn't impressed.
No? That's sad.
Number 2 on the Discord set. Do you remember when he wrote there? Or no, it wasn't on the Discord. It was on the text message. He wrote that Coco, he got home and she said that he smelled weird. And he's like, it's probably because I've been marinating in farts all weekend.
All weekend. Yeah. Yeah.
Who wants to come to guys weekend? It's SmithCon's pretty much, actually SmithCon isn't, it can get stinky, I guess.
It can get, yeah. I mean, once after the pizzas roll in and everybody's had a beer or two, like it can get, I mean, I'm part of it for sure. I add to the stew.
But yeah, so it was a good time. Good weekend. Got a lot of games in. I guess I didn't say I got to play Iron Spider-Man for the first time. It had a pretty good record. It did really well, like better than I was. Like I goldfished it a lot, and I was like, this seems like it's a pretty good deck. And then when I got it out there, it did a lot. Like there's enough one-sided wipes with things. When I played it, I think it might have gone 3 and 4 for the weekend because Mark played it once. I think Trombley played it, didn't win there, but both times I played it, I think won both my games. It might have lost one of those 2 in there. But Ugin always popped out. That was the weird thing, is Ugin kept coming out, and then it was like, destroy the board except for my stuff because all mine's colorless. And there is some things in there where, not infinite, but you can go through your deck, a majority of the deck with Mystic Forge, and then having mono reduction stuff can just go insane. But that was a fun deck to play. But yeah, like you were saying earlier, I think Daryl might be at its last end, so that might be one of my decks and I just killed 6 decks, and it might be one other one, which is sad because I don't like killing podcast decks, but it's too.
It's a long time ago at this point. That's 5-6 years old.
Well, and kind of my justification with that one too is like, I love Rendma so much because of giving everybody birds, and then they have to attack each other. Where that's kind of the idea with Daryl, but I give people zombies and they can attack me, and a lot of times they do, or they just don't do anything with them. And so I'm like, this one's just it's kind of boring, and so I think that one's going to be going away. Other than that, I had a lot of fun with, like, my Mirror deck did really well. My Eldrazi deck did really well, which those normally struggle because they're 5-color. But they have such small early drops that it makes them pretty decent if I can survive long enough and everything. So, but I don't think I'm killing 5 or 6 like you are, because I just did that. But I might be killing a deck or 2 after the weekend, which is kind of nice to give its last hurrah type of thing. And that's kind of what you did, right?
That's how I looked at it too. It's just like I'm open to them saving themselves, but like, oftentimes when they've been around for a long time, like I start picking parts from it. Like the land base gets worse. You know, maybe it's missing an Esper Sentinel because I've moved it over to a newer deck or something. Like that kind of stuff happens, and it just doesn't flow the way it's supposed to near the end of its life. And then
I mean, you can do it, and I'm excited about some of these decks of doing updates, looking and seeing what's new out there and seeing if there's some to add, because we've had that years ago talking about decks, and just replacing 5 to 7 cards almost gives a deck a completely different feel. And so I do have a couple decks where I'm like, I might update this one and see if it gives a different feel to it. Because a lot of times, again, we've talked about this. When I build a deck, unless there's a card that's like a staple that needs to go in there. So like when the Surveil lands came out, I went to all my decks and I'm like, Surveil land, everything gets a Surveil land that, has the right color, fits in the colors. But for the most part, I don't go back to my decks and go put this in. I did do that with Elspeth, the Planeswalker, with anything that had tokens in it. Elspeth went in those. So that's one of those kind of instances.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I don't go back, and I think I need to do that a little bit more. Now that I've gotten rid of the decks that I don't play, and now I'm down to basically CommanderSmith decks. All the decks that I have now, I think, are since we've had the podcast.
Okay.
Because I got rid of Edgar. I got rid of anything that I built prior to.
Edgar's been around for a long time. I haven't seen that in a long time either.
Well, I just that one's gone. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. Is there anything else, buddy?
Was that it?
No, I didn't.
Probably.
I got all the. We got our patron shout outs. We got our games in. Yeah. So it was just good. It was good games. I love that. I do like the in real life games during like a day, but sometimes those feel short for me because we don't play often, and all I want to do is just play Commander, and then it feels like it goes so quick. A guy's weekend, a 3-day weekend, a 2-day weekend feels like the perfect amount. Like, and it isn't plain sun up to sundown. It's a lot of mixing in other things in there so you don't get burnt out too much. And I think it's like perfect, So, and
right. I mean, but that, we're only doing that 1 to 2 times a year plus SmithCon.
Yeah.
But SmithCon's really only 1 day.
Yeah. We do
well.
like 1 to 2 games the night before, but that's about
You're
it.
right.
It's not the full day of it. So, yeah. It was good times. So, all right. We did good.
I think that's it.
We stretched
Remember
it.
to vote for your favorite soul rings and everything that I picked. I would appreciate that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Whatever. You had 3 of the last 4 on the last tournament. I just got lucky.
You won the last 2 tournaments.
I got lucky. You had I had 2 of the last 8. I just got lucky.
You did. And it wasn't our number one. Was it the number 1 pick?
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah, our number 1 and 2s got knocked out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's basic land art, right?
Yeah.
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 Oil Slick should have won. God damn it.
All right, gang. Well, that should do it. Like Lowry said, make sure you guys get that voting in. We'll start tomorrow, the first 4, and then we'll do 4 each day. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so because then you will get the notifications. And like I mentioned earlier, hit the little bell thingy, and then you'll actually get notified when the voting is up. If you're part of the Discord, you'll know right away there too. So that's also an option as well. All right, gang. That should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Sega.
I love boobs. I'm talking tatas.
Have you ever considered a
love
wall
boobs.
cat?
I'm bunkers for honkers. I
A what?
love boobs.
Wall
Thanks
cat.
for the memories. I love boobs.
Hey, Meat Force, could you